All right, Capricorn. So as far as what you are currently desiring or what you're valuing, what is important to you in the month of July, we have the Page of Wands or Rods, which is a fire energy. And this is represented by the Foreigner. It's funny, I've had a few signs get this. I feel like because of summer, people are in the mood for adventure. That's kind of what you are feeling, Capricorn. I feel that some of you are wanting adventure. This card can signify short trips, maybe taking a trip, a little short vacation. It's also representative of news. So I feel that some of you are really seeking to hear some good news. You're ready for some good news. You're hopeful for some good news, and you're expecting. The beautiful thing about Capricorn is they know that there are times and seasons for everything. They understand that, you know, if you have a hard time, eventually, you know, it's going to turn around and that good things will come. And so I feel that a lot of you are like, okay, I put in the work, I put in the effort, and now I'm ready to hear the good news regarding the situation. I'm ready to kind of enjoy a little bit, let up on myself a little bit, and, you know, enjoy the good life, maybe take a trip. This can also talk about a willingness to be more open to different types of people. Maybe, you know, meeting people that are outside of your friends or family. You're just a little bit more open this month to travel, to talk to new individuals, to have a little variety, a little spice. This is a fire energy, so I feel that some of you are kind of fiery this month. It's obviously a male, a young male. So, you know, a young male that's out and about, very confident, kind of knows their stuff, does their own thing, is a leader, and is really action oriented. And I feel also that a lot of you are valuing or desiring to be more fearless. You want to just take steps. You don't want to be so cautious this month. Maybe you're tired of that. You're tired of being so careful with everything, and you just want to kind of get out there and try new things. So I think that's a good thing. This can also represent messages coming in quickly for you. Some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, so an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, that could be giving you a message, and it could be a letter, a telephone call, but it's definitely going to get your attention, Capricorn. So I do feel that you're going to have a little spice, you're going to have a little excitement this month, possibly some fire energy coming into your life, but I feel that you're going to embrace it, and you're kind of looking for that. You're looking to mix things up. I feel that a lot of you have just worked really hard and diligently, and you're kind of ready to play. You're feeling a little bit more free-spirited, or you desire to do that this month and to loosen up a little bit. And so that's a good thing. Okay, so what you're valuing, what you're identifying with, and it kind of correlates with your desire for the month, is kind of this free spirit. We have the Ace of Swords. This is a beautiful card. I really like this card. It's about the spirit of initiative. And you, Capricorn, you are a leadership, you are cardinal, so you do initiate, you are a leader, you don't wait for others to come to you, you actually initiate the change. And so this is what you value, this is what you identify with, because you realize, Capricorn, that unless you take action, unless you take steps and you lead the way, things aren't going to get done. There's not going to be, nothing's going to happen. And so you're very in tune with that, you're very aware of that law. And this is also a victorious card. It's about victory. It's a air sign. It's a sword. So this is a mindset, but it could also be a Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So some of you might be in a relationship or talking to someone of an air sign this month, or just even a friendship. I feel like you're relating with this. You're relating with their energy. And this is kind of the pure form of the air sign. The air sign in its beauty and its glory is a very beautiful sight to behold. It's free-spirited, it's confident, it's pure in its thought, it's very successful. And I also feel like you're in tune with what is going to move you forward, Capricorn. You are aware that affirmations, and you're aware of your mindset right now. You know, some of you may have been through struggle, maybe you're doing really good, but you're very in tune with that you have to take action, that good things aren't just going to fall in your lap, that you have to use your mind, you have to use your resources, you have to take that initiative in your life to enjoy those beautiful moments, like this guy where he's probably worked hours and hours and hours and hours upon end, day after day, to be able to maintain, to do this jump. I mean, you can't just get out there and do that, and to do it so perfectly. And so you're aware of that. And I feel that you're just very confident in your ability to manifest right now. You know what it takes. You know that your mind is like 99.5% of the battle, and that your thoughts of success are what's going to bring you success. And this card also kind of talks about that. I mean, it's really about being victorious after struggles and feeling that sense of accomplishment and pride, and, you know, being wealthy, having some fame and recognition and prestige. Those are important to you. That's what you're valuing. It's about victory and triumph over difficulties. And that's what I like about you, Capricorn, is that you work hard. You don't just expect it to be handed to you on a silver platter. Many of you would not even enjoy it if it was, and because you're all about working and achieving your goals and accomplishments and discipline. So I feel that a lot of you this month you're more free-spirited, you're more in tune with the laws of the universe and about that great force of strength and inner power that you have, and the ability you have to overcome any setbacks or adversities that come your way. So I'm proud of you. I feel like you're not allowing pessimism or negativity or doubt. You're saying, no, I'm over that. I've done that enough. It doesn't work. It just makes you feel like crap. So you're definitely harnessing or accessing these higher energies of your sign, and you're going to reap the rewards. So that's very exciting. Your inner mind is on point, on target, and it's very exciting. It's very creative. Okay, so what the challenge is going to be, or the possible distraction or even illusion, we actually have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups represents emotional harmony and balance. So it's a water sign. So just on the surface, some of you might have a challenge with a water sign this month. So a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. When you see the Two of Cups, it's really about growth in a relationship. It's really about merging two polar opposite identities or personalities and finding that perfect balance, that yin and that yang. It's about, you know, when you have a partner, and this could be partnership in business, friendship, relationship, love, where you totally understand them, they understand you, you communicate perfectly, you harmonize perfectly, you don't give too much, you don't give too little, and vice versa. And it's really about growing in a positive way in a relationship. So if this is going to be an obstacle, there could be a challenging relationship for you this month. And like I said, it could have a water energy. So this isn't for everyone. There's a couple ways this can apply. So it could be your partnership, your current partnership, and it is it's your emotions. The other way that this could apply if you're in a great relationship and it's working out great is this could be your own emotional harmony. Maybe on the surface, everything looks great, and on the outside, you're very successful and everything just looks beautiful, but you're having a little bit of a challenge to find moderation in a certain area. You know, maybe you're doing good in lots of areas, but there's just an area that you just can't find that balance. You can't find that point, because I feel like that's what you're valuing. That's what you're identifying. You're wanting to get to that place where you're just flowing, where things are just smooth, where there's nothing that's like obstructing your path. And so for some of you, you're really going to seek to be balancing yourself this month. That if you've been overdoing it in one area and giving not enough attention to another area, that's going to be the challenge that you're working on. It's about finding that happy union, that happy place, and of two opposing forces, you know, and that's kind of, I think life is all about balance, and everything's trying to always seek to be in its perfect balance, because when it is, things flow. Things, you know, are much more easy and natural and effortless. And so I feel that either this could relate to a relationship for you, Capricorn, or it could just be your own internal seeking to balance your own energies so that you can manifest and be your highest and best self. Okay, as far as the actions to take, we have the Six of Cups. So this is the path to fulfillment. This is a strategy for you to help you on your quest, on your journey, wherever you're at, Capricorn. The Six of Cups represents the past and emotions, and obviously see there's a guy here, and it represents history. So this could be for some of you, I mean, this is general reading, obviously. So it could be your family in the past. It could be a past relationship. It could be just an experience you had in the past. And for some of you, revisiting whatever the situation is going to be helpful for you. So I feel that the universe is strongly saying to kind of get in touch with your emotions this month, Capricorn, which I know can sometimes be hard because, you know, there's just so much work to be done. Who has time for emotions? But I feel like this month it's going to be helpful to kind of revisit something from the past, maybe a relationship that did not culminate or that there's unfinished business. Maybe you need to kind of look at something so that you can move forward. So the advice of the universe is to only use this to help you, to gain wisdom. It's not meant to pull you back into negative stuff. You know, if you have emotions from the past that are kind of messy, it's okay to feel those things, but I feel like God and the universe doesn't want you to just like stay there forever, but maybe to let it surface, come to the surface, release it, and let it go with love and forgiveness. So for some of you, situations from the past might be resurfacing. And this is whatever this thing is going to be, Capricorn, it's going to be something that affected you in the emotions. So we really have cups. We have Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, strongly connected. And maybe that ties into the balancing that you're trying to do. Whatever knowledge you have here, you know, maybe because you are more adventurous this month and you're open and you're ready to, you know, you want to move forward, you want to gain momentum. Maybe the universe is saying, okay, so you're ready to do a little healing work, because ultimately that's what's going to help you achieve and accomplish more of your goals, to clear out anything that's been holding you back, or to gain insight or wisdom from something you needed to learn about, maybe unfinished business. So whatever that thing is, Capricorn, use that wisdom as an advantage to move forward towards your dreams, towards your goals, and something or someone is approaching you from the past. So that's very interesting. It might be an opportunity to correct a past error or a mistake. But like I said, don't be overcome by, you know, being sucked into that and then being indecisive, weak, or just letting it just drag you down. So it's really about gaining wisdom, I feel like. I don't feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be something where you're dragged back to the past, but it's more about an awareness to help you move forward. Okay, so as far as the attitude to take, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is the attitude to have towards yourself and others. And this is a very interesting card. It represents anxiety, okay? And so when you see this, this guy is on this long cigarette and he's looking kind of anxious. So here's what this card can represent. On the surface, it represents finances because you have the pentacle. So I feel that, I know that ambition, success, and security are very important to you, Capricorn. And for some of you, not all, you're going to be feeling a little anxious about money. That's the temptation. And, you know, if things have kind of been off kilter, or if things aren't coming through the way you thought they would and the timing that you thought they would, the temptation is to get really nervous about it. Okay. And so some of that is just, it is what it is. You know, if that's your personality, sometimes we get nervous. But what the universe is saying to you is that some things are not in your control. You can do everything right. You can do everything perfect. And every once in a while, you know, whatever it is, the way the stars are aligned, you can't change it. Okay. And so I feel like that's what it's saying. That some of this, the timing is just off. Okay. And you don't have to worry. It's not like it's going to be catastrophe. You are going to achieve your goals. You are going to achieve your dreams, but you just have to kind of be with that anxiety and not let it get to you, so to speak. And that whatever the situation is, whatever money fickle crisis that you feel like you're experiencing, time is the key here. Time is the key word. With this burning, you can't make it burn any faster than it's going to burn. It's going to take as long as it needs to take. It's just the laws of the universe. So for some of you, more time must pass until your dreams are going to manifest. So the attitude to have with yourself and others is really, and I feel like that's what you're aware of this, Capricorn, is to have this carefree. This guy's carefree. He's super carefree, or it can be a she, just hanging out, kind of letting things come as they may. I mean, even this guy, I mean, he's not thinking about money. He's chilling. He's just enjoying life. And so during this time of anxiety, the best thing you can do for yourself is to soothe your energy, calm yourself, do things that are relaxing to you. And also just to recognize that you're not in control and that you can let go, that as long as you know you've done everything in your power, that's all you can do. And that things will pass with time. So it's really about self-soothing your anxieties. And I do feel like a lot of you are getting a grip on that this month. You're recognizing that, you're seeing that, okay? I do want to point out, because you have 2 6s here, so I want to tell you what the number 6 means. The number 6 is about family, peace, cooperation, compromise, loyalty, roles, constraint, envy, and doubt. So you have 2 strong 6 energies. So I just kind of want to throw that out there for you. So let's kind of recap before we get to the finish here. What you're desiring, we have the Foreigner, the Page of Wands, a free spirit, adventure, good news. You're ready for good news. You're ready to branch out. I feel like you're more open. You're taking the initiative. You're not afraid to take action if you need to, Capricorn. What you're valuing is, we have the Ace of Swords. You really value and identify with people that get things done and that take the leadership role, that make things happen. And when they're victorious, when they overcome obstacles and all odds, you respect them. You really value that. And that's what you're shooting for. That's what the energy that you want to be, and that you are, that you truly are. As far as the obstacle, we have the 2 of Cups. And this is really about harmony within oneself and harmony within relationships. Like I said, a very strong emotional energy. So it could be your own, or it could be a water sign that you're dealing with, or someone that has that energy. So the challenge or the obstacle is going to be, you know, moderation in all things, finding that balance, finding that communication and that understanding, that compromise. As far as the actions to take, we have the 6 of Cups. So something from the past might be coming up for some of you, a person, a place, a thing, something that was very strongly emotional for you. And I feel the universe wants you to revisit that, not to be afraid of it, not to be dragged down by it, but to acknowledge it, to learn from it, to gain any knowledge that you can so that you can move forward. As far as the attitude, we have the 6 of Pentacles, and this is about soothing your own anxiety as far as finances or security or wealth, and really knowing that some things are out of your control, to allow enough time to pass and to know that if you've done everything you can do, that you can just sit back and be open to whatever beautiful things the universe has for you in the meantime. So I'm so excited for you, Capricorn. I'm really excited for you because the outcome is a beautiful card. I have not drawn this card in a long time. Very special card. It is the 4 of Wands. Okay. And this is about serenity. What this tells me is that, you know, your hard work, your determination, Capricorn, is going to pay off. Yay. So you can see this female, this lady, she's blissful. She looks like she's well-to-do. She's just sitting out in the beautiful meadow in the sun, just basking in the light. This is about feeling good. And about stability also. That's because the number 4 is all about being stable, having a secure foundation. So what this tells me is you continue to work on yourself and do your highest and best self, Capricorn, that success, prosperity, happiness, dreams fulfilled and coming true. And you're going to really be able to bask in this. Not only that, because you know, when people are handed things, they don't necessarily enjoy it. But the beauty about you, Capricorn, is you fight, you persevere, you overcome obstacles. You may fall down 100 times, you're going to get up 120 times. And you're going to be able to reap those rewards. You're going to be able to actually enjoy from the hard work of your hands, the efforts. It's going to pay off, okay? So this is a very bright sun. I mean, the sun is radiant, it's fire. So this is like life and vitality. It's also about forming alliances, having solid and profitable friendships and family and stability. So you're going to bring in a time through this hard work to be able to reward yourself. After all this hard work, you're going to be able to reward yourself, and you're going to be able to afford that, okay? You're going to be able to take a holiday, a rest, a relaxation, and you're really going to be able to pause and recharge your batteries and feel good. And you deserve to feel good, Capricorn. So really, I love your reading this month. I think it's really powerful and you're on the right track. So keep your faith, keep working, and great things are in store for you.